Oh, yeah. Dort goes over out of his way, and this is what gets the reaction from Jokic.
So it was just an unnecessary move and unnecessary reaction by me.
That play broke the internet. A 3-time MVP, just back from a knee injury, deliberately tripped and slammed to the floor. What Jokic did next froze the whole arena. And what he said after? It just ignited the nastiest rivalry in basketball. But first, understand this. February 27th, 2026, Nuggets versus Thunder. This was not a regular season game. This was months of grudges and hatred finally exploding. Missed the first 3 quarters? You missed every warning sign. Here's the backstory. OKC came in as defending champs, fresh off a 4-3 upset over Denver in the Western Conference semis. That series was a war. Jokic dropped 42 and 22 in Game 1. Gordon hit a game winner to steal home court. Looked like Denver's series. Then OKC dropped a 149-106 demolition in Game 2 and never looked back. Closed it out in Game 7, 125-93 blowout. Shai poured in 35 and completely dismantled the Nuggets on their own floor. Denver carried that pain all summer. Now it's February, desperate for payback, but struggling. 4-7 since Jokic returned from a hyperextended knee, just 1-6 in clutch games. No killer instinct. Meanwhile, Shai was returning from an abdominal strain, and the Paycom Center was electric. Interim coach David Adelman made Denver's intentions crystal clear before tip-off.
We're not going to play the way we did in Denver. Like I said, we're going to be physical with these guys.
We're not playing like we did in Denver. We're going to be physical with these guys. And that's exactly what happened. From the opening tip, Denver came out swinging. Within 2 minutes, Jokic shoved Thunder center Isaiah Hartenstein during a dead ball, then made forearm contact with Shai. What happened next set the whole tone. Shai, fed up, grabbed the ball and threw it directly at Jokic. Technical foul on SGA. But Jokic got nothing. The crew chief said Jokic's contact wasn't unsportsmanlike, but Shai's throw absolutely was. Thunder fans were fuming. Less than 3 minutes in, the fuse was already lit, and it didn't stop there. Jokic picked up his second foul early in the first, then started tangling with Jalen Williams in the post. Constant pushing, grabbing, jersey tugs. Officials had to physically separate them multiple times before the ball was even inbounded. That tells you everything. Away from the ball, Jokic was getting entangled with Luguentz Dort and Aaron Wiggins in the backcourt. Players grabbing and bumping each other away from the action, and officials were struggling to control it. The Nuggets bench picked up a third-quarter technical amid non-stop trash talk and shoving. Thunder coach Mark Daignault said it straight. These two teams know each other too well, and that familiarity, it was turning into pure contempt.
Two teams that played each other in a 7-game series were in the same division.
That familiarity creates a different kind of basketball. Every screen is a weapon, every box out is a battle, every dead ball is a message. These guys know each other's tendencies, breaking points, and buttons, and on this night, everyone was pressing all of them. Now, Denver actually controlled this game for a while. They led 59-60 at halftime, hitting 11 of 20 from 3. Jamal Murray was cooking despite being sick, and Jokic was cruising toward his league-leading 22nd triple-double of the season, his 186th career. But OKC chipped away. SGA dropped 14 in the third, pulling the Thunder within 6 heading into the fourth. Then Dort got hot. A go-ahead 3, a mid-range jumper, up 86-85. The crowd was going crazy off every bucket. That's when Jokic checked back in at the 9:30 mark. OKC led 98-96 after a Jarrett McCann basket. Game on a razor's edge. And then, with 8:03 left on the clock, everything exploded. Here's the scene. Fourth quarter, 8:03 remaining. Both teams running back in transition. And that's when Dort, jogging right next to Jokic, extended his leg and hip-checked him directly near the knee. The 3-time MVP sent crashing to the floor. This is a man who just came back from a hyperextended knee, a man who missed an entire month, now sprawled out on the hardwood because of a deliberate trip that had nothing to do with basketball. Broadcasters saw it in real time and immediately went to the replay.
We're going to look at it again. It looks to me like Dort at the, as he sees Jokic come up the floor, that little motion and the right leg stick out is what started this, and then the pushing ensued.
What happened next shocked the basketball world. Jokic, the calmest guy on the court, jumped straight up and got chest to chest with Dort, eye to eye. And the look on Jokic's face, we never see that from this man.
Right in the face of Dort, Jalen Williams comes in.
That's when Jalen Williams rushed over, shoved Jokic, grabbed his jersey. Jokic swiped back near his head. Officials ruled it defensive, not a punch. Then they locked up in a full scrum. Coaches, teammates, officials all rushing in, jerseys stretched, bodies tangled. For a moment, this thing looked ready to completely spiral out of control.
Looked like he threw a punch, but that's what the officials are going to look at.
Then the camera zoomed in, and what they showed said everything. No words needed.
Look at his eyes. The intensity pouring off him, like he is more than prepared to do better.
That image of Jokic's face, fans called it the crazy eyes, became the defining visual of this whole incident. This wasn't frustration. This wasn't competitive fire. This was fury, raw, unfiltered, the kind that comes when you believe someone just tried to end your career, when you've already been through the pain, the rehab, the uncertainty of a serious knee injury. That play doesn't just make you angry, it makes you feel like your whole livelihood is under attack. Officials huddled for a 2-3 minute review, consulting the replay center, determining ejections. The arena held its breath, players still jawing, coaches trying to keep everyone calm. And then the ruling came down.
Been determined that the foul by Lou Dort is unnecessary and excessive. We are upgrading that to a flagrant foul penalty 2.
Flagrant 2, automatic ejection. Lou Dort, done for the night.
Lou Dort is ejected from the game. Following that, we have a technical foul on Jokic and Williams.
The crew chief made it official. Dort's contact was unnecessary, excessive, high potential for injury, and it started an altercation that never dissolved. Jokic and Jalen Williams both got offsetting technical fouls, but neither ejected. No punches thrown. But here's where it gets heated. Even the commentators weren't fully sold on the call.
Very surprised they did a flagrant 2. I understand the flagrant 1. It's unnecessary physical contact.
And that split everyone. Flagrant 1 or flagrant 2? That debate took over every basketball media outlet in the country.
With it being a flagrant 2.
I thought it was a flagrant 1, to be perfectly frank with you.
Even the Inside the NBA crew was split. Shaq downplayed the whole thing. Just competitive contact, physical game. That's it.
I wouldn't say it's a flagrant 2. It's just a medium, like it's not even a hard check. It's just like a medium check.
Shaq even said physicality is the DNA of this game.
Now and then, Ernie, you got to touch people up. Like, this is not a game that, the game is not physical where you just let people run by.
But Barkley, he pushed back hard, and that's when everything shifted.
I disagree with Shaq on that. I don't mind touching guys up. He tripped that man.
Then Chuck made the point that put it all in perspective. The injury factor. That's what makes this more than just a basketball scuffle.
I think what Joker's sensitive is, man, once you get hurt and you you can, especially when somebody do something that's dirty.
This isn't just basketball anymore. When a guy comes back from a serious knee injury and gets tripped by that same knee, it's about his career, his livelihood. One dirty play could take everything away in a second. OKC won 127-121 in overtime. SGA sat out the extra period. Dort, 12 points, 5 rebounds before his ejection. Jokic, triple-double. 23 points, 17 rebounds, 14 assists, but shot just 9 of 25. Murray dropped 39 while sick and kept Denver alive. Still not enough. Clutch struggles continued, but nobody cared about the score. Everyone wanted to know what Jokic, Dort, and the coaches said after that buzzer. The post-game pressers, a whole different story. Every person at that mic, different take, different agenda, different message for the world. Nobody was holding back. First up, Jokic, still heated. Asked directly about the foul. His answer? Pure Jokic. Blunt, direct. Every single word loaded with meaning.
So it was a chippy game. What was your perspective on the foul Dort committed?
It's what it is, I'm not going to comment. It's unnecessary move and unnecessary reaction. There is no such a thing.
But Chuck kept going, and what he said next, the most quoted line of the entire incident.
I think they're not supposed to be those things in a full basketball floor. So it was just an unnecessary move and unnecessary reaction by me.
Unnecessary move, necessary reaction. That line hit different. Jokic wasn't just describing the play, he was drawing a line in the sand. What Dort did doesn't belong in basketball, period. And his response, standing up, getting in Dort's face, refusing to back down, was exactly right. He wasn't apologizing, he was justifying it. When asked if frustration had been building all game, Jokic deflected with the composure of a man who's won championships and been through playoff wars.
We know they're trippy, they're handy, they're a little bit, on the edge, but I think we responded well.
When asked if he feared ejection during the review, Jokic's answer was almost dismissive, like the question didn't even deserve a response.
I want to ask, did you think you were going to get ejected maybe during that review process after the whole thing?
I didn't do nothing.
I didn't do nothing. And honestly, he was right. No punches thrown. Officials confirmed neither Jokic nor Williams deserved ejection. Now, Nuggets coach David Adelman, he gave the most revealing comments of the night. Didn't just defend Jokic, he explained why Jokic reacted that way, and in doing so, exposed a frustration that big men across the entire league have been dealing with for years.
I think his frustration is sometimes because the game's officiated differently out on the floor than it is near the basket.
That statement is massive. Adelman publicly called out officiating disparity, perimeter fouls versus post fouls. Jokic shot just 5 free throws despite constant contact. For a 3-time MVP who lives in the paint, that number is absurdly low, and it speaks to a bigger issue centers and power forwards have been complaining about for decades.
Reaction's not going to be to cower away. He's competitive. We play them again, whatever it is, in like 10 days. I'm sure it'll be the exact same way.
On the Thunder side, Daigneault took a diplomatic but pointed approach, didn't condemn Dort, didn't call it dirty, but he made absolutely sure to plant a flag demanding officiating consistency across the entire league going forward.
We play them again, whatever it is, in like 10 days. I'm sure it'll be exact.
Daigneault's biggest shot? If this is the standard, it better be standard for everybody, not just for a 3-time MVP. Ball is now in the league offices court. Jalen Williams kept it ice cold. Just 2 teams competing, that's it. No apology, no backing down. The Thunder aren't changing for anyone. Then Shai stepped up, and his words perfectly captured OKC's mindset heading into the season's final stretch.
It went really badly, and they were going at it. They're obviously a high-level team. We're a high-level team. Yeah, I'm not too. I don't know. Lou got thrown out. Lou's not that type of guy. Like, Lou's trying to go out there and win.
Here's where it gets more interesting. Dort, not available after the game. Thunder kept him away from media. That silence spoke louder than any press conference. Because Dort's history is extensive. 4 career ejections. 2021 elbow on Kevin Love, 2023 low blow on Gafford. Fans called it one of the dirtiest plays ever. 2025 playoffs undercut on Morant ended his entire season. Now this trip on Jokic. Video compilations flooding the internet. Pattern of dangerous plays impossible to ignore now. Thunder fans defend him. First team all defense, plays hard, but online, nuclear. Fans demanding 10-game suspension. Others call it just physicality. As of March 1st, 2026, NBA announced no extra discipline beyond the ejection. Fines still possible. Dwayne Wade and Uden Haslam in the booth summed up exactly what the whole basketball world was feeling.
This felt like a potential Western Conference Finals game. It was electric.
This is the biggest takeaway. Nuggets versus Thunder is no longer just a regular season game. It's the most intense, physical, emotionally charged rivalry in the league right now. Next meeting, March 9th. Players returning, memories still fresh. The next chapter could be even more explosive than this. Because here's what we learned. Jokic will not back down. Dort will not change. And the next time these 2 teams meet, everybody better be watching. This thing is far from over. Click one of the cards on your screen for more videos like this.